This beautiful thumbnail was drawn by user Hotfries, Hot Friiz on Twitter. Follow her. She's fucking awesome, bro. Welcome to the Onemanshowoff podcast where we're all gay and we're all happy. Today here we have fucking cartoon legend, the Bean Man himself, Joey Bag of Donuts. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for
Your favorite?
asking. I guess I am the aforementioned legend. That's me.
Imagine if they have donuts covered in beans, or do those exist?
Those probably do. It's probably like some. No, 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 no. I know they do.
What do you mean you know?
You could. I don't know if you remember, but for one of my videos, I had like a sponsor with like the weeb food,
Oh,
and one of the little treats is like a donut, and the donut has like bean stuff in it, and it does not taste bad.
huh, huh.
Yeah,
So,
quite weird.
so, so like you could if you get sponsored by them, but then if you get sponsored by them again, you could say something like I could share all my food with all my gay bean bags, and look at this, you get literal bean bags. I don't know. That sounds funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, that's good. That's good branding right there. Thank you. I'm gonna pretend like that's my idea.
Thank you. You have every right to steal everything I do because I exist to serve you.
No,
I'm
no.
sorry. Yeah, you're nice. All right, so let's get right into talking about this uh thing. I was gonna wait before I go. I just want to ask: have you ever seen My Cousin Vinny?
No. What is my cousin
It is a
Vinny?
movie about an Italian guy, and it's about his cousin Vinny who's in court. So it's like basically like it's just about a Jersey guy in court. And it's like I guess everyone around him is kind of normal, and him and his wife are like, yeah, whatever. This is forget about it, kind of. It's one of those movies. And,
Oh,
and for a
okay.
while now, we used to you treat Joey Bag of Donuts as a meme because my brother is Joe.
Oh, so that's like a thing. I thought you made that
I
up.
did not make that up. I am not that clever.
I thought that was a thing. Okay.
Yeah. Well. All right. All right. So, where did you get the name Veridisjoe?
All right. I love it when people ask me this
Yeah.
question because it's fairly simple, but it makes my heart warm when people care enough to
Mm-hmm.
ask. So, in middle school, I had a friend who got me really in to Daft Punk. Daft Punk's it's a band, really good music. I highly recommend.
Really.
People probably know what the
Mm-hmm.
hell Daft Punk is though, but for those of you who don't, but one of their albums, Discovery, it's my favorite album, has an anime movie attached to it, Interstellar 5555. And one of the songs on the album is called Veridisjoe. And so one day, magically, I changed my name to Veridis Jones, like not Joe Jones, because I kept changing my name to multiple things. Just because I was feeling around because I didn't know what exactly to use, like for like a YouTube name and shit. I wanted a cool name,
Mm-hmm.
and if for some reason Veridis Jones just kind of stuck, and then I don't know why, but one day I changed Jones to Joe,
Uh-huh.
and I'm really glad because Jones is like a last name. Like that can never be a first name. But typically friends and people in the comment section and like viewers, they'll call me Joe. Like they won't really, say Veritas. They'll say either Joe or Veritas Joe. So so it makes more sense that I changed it to Joe because Joe's like a good first name with like versatility, which is why people call me Joey a lot too.
Veridis Jones
But
sounds like a mafia name, to be honest.
yeah, it all ties back to my friend
My
Vinny.
cousin Vinny.
That's me. Yeah, my cousin Vinny.
Danny DeVito,
That's
yup.
me.
So,
Exactly. So that's where it came from. Uh and I really appreciate it and love it when people in the comment section are like, "Oh, is your name a Daft Punk reference?" And I'm
ooh,
like,
that
"Yes, yes it
is
is."
good because you know they have taste. Because does anyone ever talk about that Interstellar fucking Daft Punk music movie anymore? Like, does anyone know about it?
Some people do. There was one guy who I know he deserves more subscribers,
Shout him
definitely.
out.
He made a really good video. I gotta remember his name.
Aw.
Fucking but he made a I'm gonna try to look it up right now. He made an Interstellar 555 video. And it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, really good. It was really
Mm-hmm.
good. and he needs definitely more subs. Fucking. So I'm gonna try to look for it right now. Actually,
All right. In the
um,
meantime, I'm going to ask you, how did you come up with your blue-haired boy?
uh, okay, that also took some time.
Hmm.
So, in in around eighth grade, I wanted to dye my hair because like that's what all the cool YouTube people were like
Oh
doing. They're
no,
like dyeing their hair and stuff. Markiplier was dyeing his hair like red and like blue and
Jacksepticeye,
shit.
PewDiePie, and people tried to
Yeah,
make that a thing.
Jacksepticeye with the green. It looked good on him too. I think
Yeah,
it looked
yeah.
really good on him. But I wanted like to like dye my hair because it was like just regular black. And I remember that summer before high school, I dyed my hair blue. And so I was like, okay, I was like, I'm gonna make my persona blue because my persona originally was kind of just me, like it was just me drawing myself. Um, but slowly over the time, which what accidentally with the help of my friend, they're in the call right now, Starry Dust.
Hello.
They drew my persona a lot more than I would. And the more and more that they kind of drew them, the more and more that the way that they drew them became kind of like the standard, or like the reference for how people would draw like him in fan art and whatnot. Because at first he had like an undercut like how I used to, but now it's like kind of like full out hair and stuff. And just slowly over time the outfit developed and like he kind of became a different person than me,
Mm.
because first it was just like a visual representation of me, but now it's like just a whole entire different Sona.
Now your hair is
So
red.
yeah,
What made you want
the
to do that?
complete opposite. Fucking one day I just randomly decided to go with pink because I would always change my hair color a lot. Like I went from like it was green, it was blue, it was gold, it was brown, it was like platinum blonde before coloring it. It was purple, and then one day I was like, I'm gonna try pink, and I was like, wow, pink is like really a really weird color on me. I was like, I don't know if I like
Your
this, and I
hair,
liked it a
your
lot.
hair is the most prideful thing about you. It seems.
Literally, I was gay before I knew I was gay.
Lance, more like Lance a lot. I don't know why that's funny to me.
It's very funny. I like it. Anything Lance, I
Thank you,
approve.
thank you.
All of it.
Anyway, why did you want to talk about cartoons and stuff in general?
Well, from young, definitely, I was always one of the kids that was really into like animation and whatnot. And you'll have like the kids in like school that are like try to be like or try to act older and be like, oh, cartoons are for like little kids. And it's like, shut up, like you don't have any fun. I have fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like entertainment. So me, my best friend and I, we would always talk about like different media cartoons. Power Rangers is an example, which isn't a cartoon, but it's a piece of media that
It's
we always would talk
metaphorically a
about a lot.
cartoon.
Actually, yeah, I would work really well as a cartoon, I
In
think.
fact, if I can go
Um,
off on a tangent, I feel like that metaphor cartoon thing would be my justification as to why C and Real exists, because these premises are so outlandish they might as well be cartoons, but that's just a poor excuse if I'm being honest.
Yeah, a lot of I mean they try to do like a lot of like kind of mixed stuff like with if you remember Out of Jimmy's
Uh
Head,
huh.
like that was like a cartoon like Roger Rabbit type
Yeah.
thing. So I just wish they'd done more of that cuz I didn't hate seeing Real actually. Like I didn't hate it at
Destroy
all.
Built Destroy had a great host.
Yeah, Andrew WK is the goat.
Yes. Bah.
So I liked it. But so I guess to get back on why or how like I got into like animation and whatnot, or talking about it. I know it's like stereotypical as hell for like any person fucking who knows about cartoon YouTube. But in middle school, I used to watch a lot of, and still do watch a good amount of, Rebel Taxi, Pan
Mm-hmm.
Pizza. And so the way that he would talk about like cartoons and shit kind of inspired me to go like, hey, I also want to make YouTube videos. And at first I started off making like very underwhelming, like below subpar, like gaming videos, because everyone thinks that they can make a gaming video until they actually try to game. And then I did that, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to make a review, and I was kind of happy with the result at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I look back and I'm like, God, that's awful as fuck. But you don't dismay humble beginnings. But from there, that's kind of where I realized that I was passionate enough about animation to want to talk
Man.
about it, whether it be like cartoons or
Hey,
anime.
at least when you talk about
And
something, you actually watch what you were talking about. When I was a kid, I only watched like the first two episodes of something and then I reviewed it.
oh yeah,
Yeah. That's not.
Yeah, I like that's I think I actually kind of think that that's commendable in a way,
Mm-hmm.
because it's kind of it's like at that point you have to think of how much did you like milk from those two episodes, you know?
Hmm.
Because like some people they essentially have to do what you do or what you did. Where like if they're like a really popular YouTuber and like they're asking them for like their quick thoughts on something, they gotta watch like the first
Well,
two
can they
episodes and
like
pump out
just
like a 20-minute
can they just
video.
like say it's their quick thoughts and not like a full-on review where they don't even know what they really think of it and they just gotta shove it out there and then pad the time out for 20 minutes and I don't know, like that's why everyone tends to have the same opinions on everything because when something comes out and you first see it, that's when you fucking say, oh, this is what it is without really letting it sink in and think about the nuances of that thing you just watched. I am sorry. Cartoon community can really do a damper on me sometimes.
Don't apologize at all. I 100% agree with you. That's why I kind of like the I'm more appreciative of the videos that take a while to make or that come out after the fact.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna fucking give this nigga props for like the first time in forever, but D Dub Man review of fucking review your life.
Hey.
He has a thing where he won't review a lot of things until they're finished. And while that may not be the best metric wise, it is very commendable because he can get a full on opinion about something after seeing it as a whole.
Legit, his Powerpuff
You
Girls
know,
video was awesome.
yeah, legit a movie, legit a fucking movie. Commendable. I love that
Yeah.
shit. Like that's like shit like that I aspire to make.
Yes.
Um,
I.
I guess a good like kind of reference of like what you were talking about, where like a person makes a quick ass video without knowing anything. Uh, is like when one of my first videos was a Voltron video. Funny enough, and it was like a minute long, and the problem with that was that I literally had nothing to say aside from the fact that I was excited for the show coming out. When I made it, the show wasn't out yet. I was going off of the trailer.
Mhm.
And so I felt like as a good 180 to do the exact opposite and to pick apart and examine the series as a whole for 32 minutes. So it was a complete 180.
Yeah.
But that's how I started off.
Voltron
That's
really
how a lot of
matters to
people
you,
start
man.
off.
I'll be honest, I've only watched the first season, and I'm kind of worried about watching the rest of it because there was a lot of too many cooks and a lot of unplanned stuff. But I just want to watch a fun mecha show where cool stuff happens, and I don't want my boy Lance to get the L's, you know?
So I'd say while there are some L's that are indeed without a shadow of a doubt taken, I'd say that don't let kind of the fear mongering and like the fear mongering and like animalistic kind of fan hate like shy you away from a good
Yeah.
time, because when I rewatched the show, it was definitely probably a vastly more positive experience, because I feel like I was trying more to appreciate the things that was there, because a lot of people for some reason in my video I pointed out how like because of like the ending, niggas just like, oh yeah, this whole thing is bad, it's all shit, and it's like no, like don't do that. Like there's a lot of good and care put into the show, and while there were parts where the Voltron staff dropped the ball, are a lot of good and memorable moments that I can appreciate as a fan
Man,
and as a long time
if
Voltron fan, even before
if
VOD.
everything is a dumpster fire, then nothing is, and that's another reason why I don't like cartoon community stuff. 1 hour long analysis on why Steven Universe is a failure and all this other shit, and it's like, yeah, I
I,
think,
I hate
yeah, I
those.
think, I disagree with me all you want. I think Steven Universe is kind of a mess, but thematically, I like where it's going, where it talks about you should be honest with yourself, even in ways that you don't even realize, because that is a serious thing that a lot of people go through, because oh, I don't need to learn this. I know what I got. And it's like, no, you need to learn all this. You even have to repeat to yourself that to learn this to be a better person, man. And that's exactly why I love Scott Pilgrim. Because it's like, it doesn't matter how cheesy a moral is, it's a good moral. You feel me?
Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel that. I love it. I love I fucking love Scott Pilgrim. One of my favorite movies ever. I have all the books. I'm a avid Scott Pilgrim fan.
As if
I'm
I couldn't be a
excited to
fan
get
of you
the
even
game.
more. Because Scott Pilgrim is my all time favorite fucking thing. It's like a story
It's
that
so
I'm so
good.
nostalgic for. It's a story that pushed me to be better, and I am beyond happy that the game is coming back.
It's so good. It's so good. I had a friend when I had we're still good
Mhm.
friends, but a friend in high school, we both would always talk about the Scott Pilgrim game because he has fond memories of like playing the shit out of it, like on Xbox and
Mhm.
whatnot. And like, he got sad that like he'll probably never play that game again. And then, the re-release got him excited, got me excited, got my other friend who got me into Scott Pilgrim excited because like that's a game that definitely needs a re-release. Like I was super excited to hear
Hey,
that.
I actually bought a PS3 during this pandemic before the game was announced, and lo and behold, I was able to re-download the game. And apparently, I could have sold it for like hundreds of dollars, but fuck.
that that is so funny. That's like sad that is funny.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm
He's
still
like,
keeping the
damn, like
PS3
what can you do?
because Mon Nation Racers is an amazing game, and I've always wanted to try out Afro Samurai the game, and Lollipop Chainsaw is great too.
Yeah, that is
Those
true.
those
I like
games
Lollipop
deserve to
Chainsaw.
be
It's a good
those
game.
games deserve to come back, and also I want No More Heroes on the Switch, man.
I want a lot of things on like PS3 and PS2 to be re-released, like for nostalgic
I want my
purposes and
wife
just
to
because a
come
lot of those
back.
games are good. Your what to come back?
My wife.
Where'd she go?
D Dub took my wife.
Oh man, that's just like him.
Uh,
Classic D Dub,
and it
man.
wasn't even
What a
like
bitch.
anything like remotely interesting. He just showed her like I don't know the entire Zeke and Luther DVD box set, and she just ran.
I took a move right from nostalgia,
Uh,
the Zeke and Luther
yeah,
fan.
and that isn't even his DVD box set. It was Stalgia's DVD box set that D Dub took because he just really wants it so hard to be cool like all of us, but he can't.
Listen, he's the king of finesse. Cannot lie. That is he finessed your girl somehow.
He's the king of finesse. He's the king of breasts, but he's also the king of poop. I'm sorry.
He's also the king of voice acting and YouTube porn video
Nani?
animations. Apparently, wasn't he like a bunny or
Bunny?
something in someone's
Oh
animation?
yeah, fucking Ben the Looney. That was people saying it's like cans without labels. Money. It's not that. It's not. It's,
Wait, what?
yeah,
No,
I know. I
no,
know. I
no.
know. It's just whatever, man.
What? People are
Yeah,
weird.
people really are
That's
weird,
weird.
and D Dub has absolutely no shame, and I love him for that because he's so honest.
He's just the realest nigga. Like I can't blame him for that. I love
What
him.
was that? What was the one thing he told you when he first met you?
Fucking literally the first DM I got from him, it was because he wanted me to talk he wanted me to be in his video about Steven Universe versus Naruto. Really entertaining video,
Mm-hmm,
by the
mm-hmm.
way. We're talking about doing a part 2 eventually because both characters have gotten stronger
Ah.
since the video. But his first DM with me is quote unquote in all caps, "Yo gay boy, I need some audio from you."
Oh, I thought he asked you if you were black.
No, 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 no. That's the first thing he asked me in a fucking voice call.
Oh.
You like, so Joe, like, are you black? I was like, I just said that.
I'm laughing because that voice is spot on.
Yeah, that's him.
Holy shit. And oh my god, um being in a call with him, he's always playing it up, even if it's when people he's never even met before. He just won't stop. Holy
Yeah, he
shit.
is he is unapologetically himself, and that's what I admire about him a lot.
In fact, he's kind of the reason why me and Geek got off our asses and made videos because, goddamn, he's like a black preacher.
Oh yeah,
What? What do you mean? Oh yeah.
that sounds kind of just like him. I feel
What?
that. I feel
Like
that.
he motivates you?
Yeah, yeah, he motivates the shit out
I
of me.
kind of got worried for a second because I called him a black preacher, and I don't want to like.
Oh no. No, 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 no. No, I wasn't offended or anything. No, he's like Martin Luther King, except like short.
He's Martin Luther King, but he's horny.
Yeah, he's horny Martin Luther King. That's who D
Tiana
Dub
Trump
matters
has
to
the
me like those.
something.
Yeah, something about Tiana Trump.
Yes,
Something about
but
something
God, he's
about
not
her.
even in this podcast recording call thing right now. I wish he was here.
I really do. He'll crash it and like derail it so hard and like he'll just take over.
I still hope he comes on. I just tagged him. So, wait, what question is coming up next? Oh, uh, how did you find your identity and how you talk about media?
So that's one that I get a lot, and I love answering it actually
Mm-hmm.
because I get to say my favorite quote. I hope that I don't fuck it up like I always do. So we're gonna try and see how this goes. But how I found my style definitely applies to just me like growing and developing as a person. because I've had people, like I have friends who just started off doing YouTube who ask me questions like that, or they ask me like how to find my style, and I always tell them that like in your first like video or your first 2 or 3 videos, you're obviously not gonna like have a style already.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like over time it
Yeah.
develops. And how it develops, or at least how it developed for me, is you go by the quote that I forget who said it, but it is a very, very important quote that I love to hear all the time. It goes, "Good artists borrow, great artists steal." And what that means is not fucking you going to the museum and robbing or fucking stealing a painting or anything, or like you literally upload a person's video, or like you literally like steal their whole persona. What that means is you take bits and pieces of things that you like from a certain
Mm-hmm.
creator, and you apply it to yourself. I guess the most easiest way to kind of explain it is like when dealing with art.
Mm-hmm.
Say like me, I'm an artist, haven't drawn in a bit, but I do identify as an artist. Um, if I like the certain way that a person draws eyes, I'll like try to apply my art that way. If I like how another person shades, I try to apply my art that way. If I like how another person draws full bodies, or how they draw, oh, okay, it was Picasso, and how they draw like hair. Um, I'll try to, replicate that. And so you kind of get an amalgamation of these things that you like and you appreciate, and they all become like a Frankenstein's monster of your own thing. And like
That's literally
that's
how
you.
I do my own thing. I just take everything I like and I put it in like art style. And I think as a person, because you are a goddamn sponge and you are influenced by everything that you take in and shit. And
Yeah.
also, Geek said that the quote was from Pablo Picasso. And have you ever read the book about artists stealing like an artist?
Nah, I haven't read it. No,
It
no.
is a book that literally talks all about that kind of shit. And yeah, I recommend everyone read it. It's a tiny book, so you don't have to worry about reading it.
Ah, okay.
Steal like an
But
artist.
yeah,
That's the
I
book.
like that. Yeah, okay, still like an artist. I like that because that's essentially my whole kind of theme, at least when it comes to developing a style. Because over time, you like certain things as well, and then for the other things that kind of come from you and not just from you being derivative of like a bunch of other
Mm-hmm.
things, such as like me with my music choice. My music choice is definitely derivative because it's what I've gotten from other people over the years. Because at first, in like grade school, I had like no music choice. In middle school, I had no music choice. So the music that I would have in videos would just be like from Pan Pizza or like
Mm-hmm.
somebody else that I heard somewhere else. But over time, kind of the more and more that you inverse yourself in a certain thing that you care about, you build up a catalog. And I built up a catalog of like music. And so for the people that like the music that's in my videos, that kind of accompanies, or at least helps with the style, like the overall vibe, that's another thing.
You know,
Same with like, the vapor wavy kind of like aesthetic kind of stuff that like I put in videos that people like a lot. That's a thing that like um I kind of learn to appreciate and try
mm,
to employ in my own content. So, just for people out there who are trying to develop their own style over time, it will work. It will happen. If you definitely care about your craft, you'll develop it without even
you know
knowing.
what? Now that you mention it, no offense to you or like anyone, but I'm actually getting kind of tired of the whole lo-fi stuff. Like, yeah, I like it, but I want to see some more like smooth jazz, or like, when people think of the 80s, they always think of like the neon synthy VHS tape, but what about the fucking jazz, the funk, or the, I don't know, like the cars and the aluminum and the checkerboard and the really trippy patterns? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're
I
saying.
think
Definitely.
I
Yeah.
think now I wanna put more smooth jazz in my videos because I've been just doing a whole bunch of lo-fi and random video game tracks I like. But man, having smooth jazz would be great for me personally because all my childhood I've been listening to smooth jazz, and it's just my music, man.
Exactly. Like that's like a you thing,
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a thing that's unique to you that you care about a lot. And so if like say if I me who's not that immersed in jazz music, if I saw your vids and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to do exactly that." I wouldn't know where to look for jazz because I haven't listened to jazz music as much as you have.
Mm-hmm. There's
So that's like a good example of that.
Paul Hardcastle is a guy I would recommend. He has like a weird modern take on jazz that uses not just like saxophones and shit. It's I I don't like just, oh yeah, yeah. I just like any kind of like saxophone, guitar, the bass. I love bass, which is why I love the Chili
I love the
Peppers.
bass. I love the Chili
You
Peppers.
beautiful man.
Like actually, I'm glad to hear
Yeah,
that. I'm glad to
my
hear that.
mom was this close to meeting them. Like she used to hang out in parties in D.C. before the Chili Peppers got really famous. So that
Oh,
was
that's
surreal.
cool.
And then also I found out that my sociology teacher in college apparently knew Anthony Kiedis.
Oh, fucking the only kind of story I have that's like that. My theater teacher, he did work for a band called Beach House, if you know Beach House.
No,
And he did like stage work for them because like he does like a lot of stage stuff, and I thought that was really cool because I already knew about Beach House, and I was like, oh shit, you did work for them? I was like,
Joe,
what?
my sister's costume designer teacher in college was a costume designer for fucking HBO's Rome. And because
Really?
of that, they got to go to Italy for a week.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
and my
cool.
sister brought back a bronze penis.
That's metal as hell. Literally.
Is
Literally.
bronze a type of metal?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
All right. I mean it's hard. It's rock hard. Pause. What the fuck?
Yeah. Bronze is a type of metal. Yeah.
All right. Shit. What was else? What else was I gonna say here? Oh yeah, my uncle, rest in peace, his soul, was such a huge fan of Pearl Jam that he was actually friends with the drummer.
That's cool.
It's
That's good
it's
shit.
like all these connections I'm hearing people talk about make everything less scary. Talking to you right now, I thought you were like this big dude, but now you're not. You are a dude like me.
Oh hell nah. I'm just a guy, you
Yeah.
know? I think a lot of people definitely have that idea when it comes to like creators and
Mhm.
whatnot. And a lot of creators don't exactly make it easier, but it's also not their fault because a lot of creators are just as nervous as the people that want to get the Notamar. Like
Yes.
me right now being interviewed, I'm nervous as shit. I don't know if you could
Oh
tell,
no.
but I'm nervous as shit, not like in a bad way, just because I'm always excited, like when people want to talk to me and whatnot. It just, it brings all butterflies and all that good
Well,
stuff.
don't you worry.
Um, but I think that people kind of see like the number or like the influence and kind of forget that there is like a regular dude behind that. Not as if like in a bad way. It's just kind of you subconsciously forget. Because I was in that same kind of boat as well until like I became a creator and friends with creators, and kind of helped me more realize just how human the person you
Mhm.
appreciate or aspire to be someone like is as
Speaking
well.
of making connections, you had the same high school as that one Netflix movie no one liked. What are the odds?
It's funny because I knew about that movie months before it came out.
Really?
I knew about that movie. Stardust went to the high school as well.
Holy shit.
Uh Fucking I knew about it. I knew about that movie coming out in like a hot minute. And I didn't think it was gonna be like a big like Netflix original thing, right?
Hmm.
Like I was thinking it was gonna be like just some regular ass like no name movies filmed at the school. So I literally got a chance, well not a chance, it happened. I literally talked to like the main cast and like the director of the
Even the
movie.
tall girl?
Even to talk, yes, everybody. I got to talk to
Oh my
everybody.
god.
My Some of my friends got like pictures and shit because I didn't exactly realize just how big of a thing it was gonna be. I didn't know that this was gonna be like some big ass
Also,
Netflix original
also, I
thing.
bet they hate you right now.
Literally, fucking. I remember when when they were talking to us like as a class, talking to our theater class, because since we were like theater performance artists, we got a chance like to talk to them. That was how we talked to
Hmm.
them. But I remember when my the whole group of theater like kids plus my teacher, they were like trying to gas me up and like showing my YouTube channel to like these like stars or
Oh
whatever.
boy.
And at the time I think I had like 1.4K or something like that. And so like they were like, oh, this is impressive, yada yada. And then like months later, blow up, kind of sorta.
Hmm.
So like there's probably a chance that one of them were already subscribed to me and saw that video,
Aw.
which is like, criticism is criticism. I had a fun time making the video.
Either they hate
Uh
you or they would watch the video and be all like, yeah, you might have a point. That movie was
yeah,
weird.
I think yeah, no, it was definitely weird when you put a lot of things into
And a lot
perspective.
of Netflix originals are like normie movies like that are so weird because they, they have the relationship and they treat like this thing, like I don't know, they have so many confusing concepts and workarounds. Like it's like these movies are never about direct communication, and they're always like the type of movies that your bully would watch, a popular girl bully would watch, and then you would ask, say, I don't get it, what's with this? And she's like, you just don't get it. Like, oh, he's playing the game, or you get what I'm saying? This weird
It's like
teenage fucking like bullshit where no one wants to talk directly to each other because they don't want to be awkward. They want to hold back so that the other person can react to you holding back and then do something, and then that'll cause you to do another thing. Like, I don't know, man. Am I making sense at all?
no, you're making sense. I've always like looked at those movies and shit, and I think like, damn, is that how like teenagers talk? And then like once I was a teenager, I was like, damn, I don't talk like that.
Man.
I'm a direct and normal person that doesn't make things complicated for plot reasons. But then I realized a lot of the time that they literally have to write these characters just fucking stupid for like the plot to even work that way. Because in normal human society, there's like no way a lot of these things would work or be as long and drawn out as it is in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are very upfront,
Mm-hmm.
and if not upfront, they're just not as inconveniently stupid or convenient for the
But
plot.
you could make characters up front and have them go through conflicts anyway. Because, like I said, there are people out there that are aware of themselves but not aware enough, and they want to like reject, like, oh, I don't want to know this because it's cheesy, and that like that's what Scott Pilgrim is about. It's about teenagers that think they know everything but they don't.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shit.
I think which is weird. Why fucking? I don't know if you probably fucking weren't like probably weren't versed in it because like it was just stupid dumb Twitter drama for like a week. But people were like shitting on Scott Pilgrim because they like completely missed the point of like the fucking movie.
Really?
And like they were like, oh, like this is bad. Like the main character's bad, and it's like
Yeah, he's a piece of shit,
like the
and
point.
that's the idea. Like everyone hates him, and he realizes, man, I'm a douchebag, and he doesn't fight for Ramona. He fights for himself, bitch.
Yeah, that's the whole point because it's not like, oh, like you when you get the girl, like that's what you think's gonna happen, but then he's like, you know what, I'm doing this for me, and then he gets the power of self-respect.
Yeah, and the entire, oh my god, that's why I relate pretty hard to Scott Pilgrim, because I feel like I learn a lot of life stuff pretty late into the game, but but I watched it when I was in high school before I became Scott Pilgrim's age, but my point still stands. I relate pretty hard to the character, except I don't cheat on my girlfriends if I had any. In fact, I'm a friends with benefits kind of guy. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel you.
Let's.
Well, I no, like I feel you as in like I get where you're coming from.
Nobody like I don't know. Surface level thinking is like the new popular thing because they just want to make a tweet and not really think too hard. Because when they do, they kind of get anxious because they're never used to like thinking too hard. Because when you think, you go inside yourself and then you see how ugly you are deep down, and you don't want to confront it, but you gotta accept it. I kind of went off on a ramble. I'm sorry.
No, you. Well, I don't know if you realize, but like I like it when people ramble. Like that's what I like from conversations. So that definitely you're fine. But I'd say that's definitely true. A lot of people kind of don't really care to consume media that makes them think about themselves a lot more.
Uh-huh.
I'd say a good gauge of like how impactful a form of media is, especially like say if you leave the theater, is after you watch the movie or the show, how long does it linger on for you? Like, are you watching it and then like that's done, like that's it, like there's no more thinking about it, or you watch it and you think about it for a few weeks, or you try to like wrap your head around a certain concept, or you think more deeply about like a certain plot point, stuff like that, where like it challenges your thinking. Those are like that's the gems, the good stuff, the good shit.
You just fucking like a review made a week after the movie came out is best than a review that came the day after.
Yeah, for sure. I think you have to like kind of let stuff settle in, and at least see how you think about it. Because worst case scenario, maybe you have a banger as vid that got like 2 mil, but like your opinion's different on a movie like 2 days after you release it.
And I was gonna go off on another tangent and say that another rant about Netflix romance movies is that the people that would usually like that type of movie, as well as shows like A Million Ways to Die in the West, I know it's 13 Reasons Why, but I'm calling it A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Oh yeah, that fucking shit like that like heavily kind of simplifies a lot of important themes that definitely kind of bastardize the people that go through things
Yes.
related or
Yes.
yeah, I could see why people don't appreciate
But then
that
you
shit.
got
I
like
could
normies
definitely
that
see
love
why.
it because they want to sound smart or feel smart watching it, and it's
Well,
just it's and then they also bully you for liking SpongeBob or something, and then they never heard a glitch text in their lives, and it's just everyone avoids stuff because they don't want to think. They just want to watch TikTok compilations for hours and hours and hours. I miss Vine,
yeah,
man.
fucking, I understand the mindset, like ignorance is bliss, type
Mhm.
shit. But at the same time, I also understand that like, me, kind of trying to challenge my thinking also doesn't make me like fucking, 100 IQ like super genius type
Uh huh.
shit. It just means that like I subscribe to like a different, kind of
Yeah, we're
life.
not. Oh my god, you're right. I really don't want to make it seem like I'm smarter than.
Oh no, you're not definitely. I know some people that are really pretentious about
I
that
guess
shit,
I
but
just
you're not one of them at
thank
all.
you so much. I guess I just don't like seeing people be all like, "Where's the good?" and then they find, but they can't find the good because the good is there.
No, I I literally hate
Remember when
that.
they made good
Fucking
cartoons or something? Your recent
my
video.
my newest video.
Yeah,
I was talking about there were some people and then there were some people on Twitter and some people in my comment section. I had compiled a bunch of different opinions in the video, but I was basically talking about how some people they'll be like, where are all the new good stuff, new good animated properties? They don't make them like they
it's right
used
there.
to. But then also they'll shit on things that obviously like are not bad at all, like objectively, or like they'll just like not watch the shit and like pretend like they're blind and they can't find anything. Like they'll be like, I haven't seen a good ass thing in a hot minute. It's like, no, nigga, open your eyes. Maybe that's why there are a load of great things out there. Fucking, it didn't stop when you grew up. At that point, like you're sounding as jaded and old as your parents did. When they're all like, "What's this trash on the TV?" Oh, they don't make it how I used to back in the day. Like that's pretty much how people are sounding now. Like I get it. I get it. You love the cartoons that you grew up with. They were
Hey,
really good.
hey,
But you ever think that kids now think the same
hey.
thing?
Fucking. First of all, I still remember there's this one webcam ass video this kid did where he was complaining about that one League of Super Evil show, and he's like, "I miss Toonami," and he's like, Were you even born when Toonami was around?"
No, I hate it even more when like kids do it. Cause one of the tweets that were made that I had posted about it was a kid that said it. And it really and
Oh,
like
that tweet.
they're like two
Okay,
years younger than me.
that
Yeah, it really confuses me because I'll be like, you're the same around the same age as me. Like you're nostalgic for a time you weren't even like, alive for, or like that you barely should even
that's the
remember.
majority of vaporwave fams.
Pretty much, yeah, actually. A lot, yeah. I think some people are kind of attracted to like the like aesthetic of like a time before they were like alive. Which is fine and all, but don't be one of those people that are like, I was born in the wrong generation. Because it's like, no, you're saying that with your fucking iPhone 5S and like 3000 built
I
PC
do
build.
feel
Like nigga,
like
you don't want to
I
go
mean, I
back
do
20
feel like
years.
that popular super budgeted fucking media is kind of weird because there's a big rush to be super serious and taken seriously and to not be kind of like a casual good or whatever. But I'm not feeling this way about cartoons. I'm feeling this way about like giant ass movies or giant ass games because I don't know, you barely get like a Battle for Bikini Bottom anymore.
Yeah, I think also the games that try to be super serious kind of suffer from that. Because if you notice, a lot of games that try to be as realistic and next gen in graphics,
They're going to melt
in
your
like
computer.
5 to 10 years, yeah, that in 5 to 10 years, they're gonna date themselves because better technology will be out. But if you notice and you go back to older games with a more stylistic approach, say like Jet Set Radio or like any other stylistic game, they will forever look good because they are stylistic and they're not trying to be realistic looking
Mm-hmm.
or they're not trying to be super
But
serious.
do people associate stylization with lazy because it looks simple with one line?
I wouldn't I mean it depends on the type of person you're talking about. I'd say an ignorant person would definitely associate those two things
Damn.
together. because some people chalk up realistic as good.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people, especially like with art, like if someone's into realism, they'll be like, oh, like that's objectively better than like having a stylized art style. Like there's nothing wrong with either of the two, but none is better than the
No.
other. Like they're both at the same
It's
bar.
just people like realism because they feel like they can connect to it better. There was a guy I knew in high school who thought Street Fighter sucked because you could jump.
Are you
Yes.
serious? Like, do you not want to have fun?
I don't know. I just feel like guys like him kind of only like stuff because they want to get invested in it. That's why there's like a call to like make sure that a lot of stories are not escapism because they want to relate, they want to understand because I guess they love making fun of super manly buff main characters or super goofy characters because they're so parodyable. They don't want to be parodied, but if you make stuff that's super serious, that's make funnable too. Like, you know how many Dark Knight parodies there are? Too many.
Yeah,
You want to know how
pretty
we got
much.
these scars? Melvin,
You wanna
Melvin,
got the
brother of the
scars
Joker. Melvin, brother of the Joker.
forever. That's just like forever will be a parody.
Mel.
I think that people also, I think they don't understand that there can still be some relatability uh in escapism or in unrealistic situations, because at that point, although you can't directly
uh,
represent or feel exactly 100% correlated to like fucking, say for instance, going in outer space and fighting in colorful space lions. Obviously you can't relate to that, but you can relate to what the characters go through and how they develop and the different themes that come towards them.
I
You can relate to that, and those people miss the point of those
I
things.
relate I relate to that Thailand girl in Amphibia because I had a friend like her blondie friend, but that's getting into spoilers, and I'm just gonna shut up.
Well, exactly. You don't have to spoil it for the understanding to kind of be there. People, you relate to the characters. That's why people should more look to better characters than realistic situations.
Mm-hmm.
Because as long as your character's solid, whatever situation they're put in, like the development is what you should be connecting
You know,
to.
if everything was super realistic, we would capture all like the small awkward pauses and the nuances and like that scene in Little Panda Fighter where the panda just walked into the room up to the desk for like 10 seconds? That's
Yeah,
realistic, ain't it?
yeah, that doesn't make it good.
Exactly. Fucking Dan Green.
Realism doesn't equal good, and people are stupid, dumb dumbs.
Resident Evil 2 looks kind of ugly, not gonna lie. Everyone has really
You
detailed
know,
teeth.
some things do not age well with
I
time.
mean, at least Resident Evil 3, like, I don't know, the teeth don't look scary and creepy. Like, I don't know, Valentine, I'd hit that. Is that her name,
You hit that?
Valentine?
I think I hit that.
Or,
I think
oh,
so. I think you're
man.
right. I think you're correct.
I've known about Resident Evil and I don't know all the name. What? I am. My brain just farted. Excuse me. I ate one of
It's
those,
okay.
I ate out of those gay bean bags. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
Alright, now I'm clear. Speaking of gay beanbags, you made some of the best videos about representation and queer baiting I've seen. You speak as a bi person and you just say it how it is. Just wanted to thank you for that.
Oh no, no, definitely no problem. I just kind of just said how I felt,
Mm-hmm.
and accidentally, those turned out to be like some of my most viewed videos. And how that conversation kind of actually came forth was I was talking to the aforementioned theater teacher I mentioned a bit earlier about like representation and whatnot. Um, and I was like, I should make like kind of a video about it
Mm-hmm.
because of how like weird it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I made that, and that video, it didn't like really do well until like 2 months or 3 months later. Then it started
I
doing
think
well,
it's
and then
especially good because when everyone else talks about representation, they think it's like some special thing or some narrative or agenda or whatever. Like the only agenda I care about are the ones you carry around in high school to remember your homework on.
the gay agenda.
God.
Watch out for the gay agenda. It's dangerous and it's seeping
I
into your
mean,
kids'
I just
minds
want
at
I
some point.
just want gay shit to be normal.
Yeah, no, I think that people kind of forget that. They feel as if it is like weird to put like gay people in cartoons, which is weird because gay people exist. And if those same people want realism, what's more real than having people in real life represented in your media?
That face when South Park has the most realistic portrayal of a gay couple.
Yeah,
Craig and Tweak.
people just they don't get it. They don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't understand it.
How do you feel
You
about the
know.
people that want everything to be like perfect? Like, oh, gay people can't have flaws or whatever, or they just the people that want media to confirm their biases more than to like have a good story.
I hate that
Yeah.
because like at the same point, like while you may want that, there are just as there's a spectrum of different regular straight people, there's a spectrum of different regular LGBT
Mm-hmm.
people. You know,
Mm-hmm.
everybody that has flaws, that do heroic or villainous things, that do questionable or thoughtful things. They're human just like you are. So if you're gonna write a character who is of the LGBT variety, they definitely should get the same treatment as any
Mm-hmm.
character would.
For as
You
problematic
know,
as Greek mythology is, I really like how they kind of treat gay stuff as like totally normal. I mean, Heracles had a gay best friend.
yeah, I kind of find it hard to believe that like in religion that like this kind of big like huge deity like God would like give a shit
Yeah.
like why would he care about like a person like being
The
gay?
only people that would
Like
care are people that are just so scared of not doing what they're used to because they want to feel perfect, and that's really why I think most religion fears come from.
yeah, I would say so as well, and I would say definitely a lot of people probably turn towards homophobia, or like just the definitive, oh, this isn't okay, this is against God. Because if they were to think about it more and think about the logic
Mm-hmm.
behind it, then the thing that they kind of put their belief into for so long would like crumble a bit, and that would be probably devastating. And while that is the case, you're educating yourself more because like when I grew up kind of like in like a homophobic kind of
Mm-hmm.
household, like unintentionally, just because people teach people that teach people that teach people and shit. And I was fucking like, oh, gay's bad, yada yada, until I had the internet at my hands and I got opinions from everybody instead of just in my house, where a lot of other people exist that have opinions. And I thought, you know what, you probably won't be damned to hell for your preferences. I don't think that that's on the scale of being a bad person or
I
not.
just
I think
I
that's
am
right, not related.
I just want to live a happy life right now. I don't want to focus too much on the future because the future is scary because I don't know what's gonna happen, man.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. That's why I'm probably people probably see me as like a very optimistic person. I definitely have very pessimistic days, but I always try to simplify things when it comes to the future, just because like at the end of the day, like you never know what happens. You don't know what's
Your
gonna
video
happen. You
about
can only
cynical
kind of
people really holds
control the
true.
now. Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Because I've had some very cynical people in my life that are like that for different reasons. Obviously, because people have a different story every day. But at the same time, I kind of realized that surrounding yourself with kind of that kind of energy kind of like fucks with your vibes a
Mm-hmm.
bit. And so like a good way like to combat that is that those people kind of need that good energy too. Because while a lot of people are pessimists, you don't have to be like fully optimistic, even if you're like an optimistic realist. As long as you have a good outlook or a somewhat positive outlook on what's going
I
on,
have
like
friends that are
you'll be
I have
fine.
friends that are exactly like that, and I feel so good about that. Um, and that's kind of exactly what George Carlin was. Like he was a very patriotic person who is kind of like a cynical idealist who wished that things were better. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, definitely.
you ever read Berserk?
I've read a bit of Berserk, but not like all of it. I have a friend who's really into
Oh
it
well,
though.
the entire theme of that story is like 90% of everything is crap, but the little things in life keep you going.
I definitely resonate with that, like
So
100%.
yeah, if you can read it, please do. But warning, it gets pretty fucking dark.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm aware. I'm aware of the dark
Wait, you
theme
saw? Wait, have you
stuff.
seen the animes or the?
No, no, no. I just know from my friend
Oh,
telling
like
me
he told you
and talking
everything.
about it. I don't know if he told me everything, but he's told me like a lot of dark stuff that has come from the
All
show
right,
or the
all right, that is
media.
that is good. Uh, let's see what else do I have on here. Hey, since you like dumb gay babies, right? Uh, are there any more characters like Lance that you're just in love with? It
The
begins.
answer. The answer to that is 100% yes. 100% yes. I love all animated dumbasses. I love all himbos, all those people. I love them so much.
Clarence's dad.
Uh you should watch Promare. Promare is really good. I love
Oh,
Galo.
Promare
I love
is one
Galo.
of the
He's
best
really
movies
good.
I've ever fucking seen. I saw that in the theater twice.
I wish I could see it in the theater. I
Oh,
watched it I watched it with my friend Stardust multiple times.
actually,
I wish I could
yeah,
see it.
Caritas is the big Promare stan here, and first time I saw Promare in theaters, I really loved every minute of it, and I was actually next to a guy in glasses who was breathing a little too heavy, so I just had to stay away from him. Maybe he was feeling too much of the God, what was the thing that the creators described this movie as? Pure euphoria.
Yeah, he was experiencing
Ugh.
some pure
Yeah.
euphoria.
And then next time we saw it, we didn't have to deal with that guy, but I saw it with my brother again, and it's just as amazing as ever. It was gonna be
Yeah.
here again, and I was gonna have my mom jump on in, but no, Corona decided to eat my ass. Mm.
Yeah, Rona was like, nah, no.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I hope not too long. Funny story.
Yeah.
Funny story. And this probably goes to show how privileged I am. My mom actually planned to move to the Bahamas if Trump wins. And
Really?
keep in mind, like her friend is a realtor, so this is how we had this opportunity. But the house was already sold, so we couldn't do that. Also, I heard that apparently the Bahamas has very xenophobic people. So yeah,
That that definitely dampens the mood
yeah, they
on
don't mind
things.
tourists, but if you actually move there, apparently they really don't like that.
That's quite
Uh huh.
unfortunate.
But honestly, as messed up as this country is, I would rather work with my friends and make it a much more tolerable place. Like, if those protests taught me anything, is that we can all band together and for a good cause, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm the type of person that's like, oh, it's shit, but like I don't want to leave
Yeah,
exactly. I was kind of like that before. Like, in my own city, like there's a lot of shit that like kind of isn't the best. But at the same time, I don't really want to, my answer to that to just like dip because at the same point, like it's still gonna be like shit for everybody if that's the case. Like I'd rather try my best to make it better in what little way I
where
can.
do you live so I could find you and give you a big hug?
I live in New Orleans, New Orleans,
Ah.
Louisiana. I'm really comfortable about saying that already because I made the fucking Toggle video, and
Princess
that's where
and
if
the
you know where I
Frog.
was
Am I
from,
right?
that's what
Princess,
I
every
was.
time I hear New Orleans, I think of Princess and the Frog.
Yes, yes, Princess and the Frog is a really
Uh
good
huh.
movie. It makes me cry every time. Really good movie.
Uh,
I get
wait,
really
even with the whole
emotional.
plot about a black guy turning into a frog?
Yeah, even with
I
the more you think about it, the more weird it definitely is. But yeah,
I don't know, because movies like that, like there is a lot more blackness surrounding it than just the frogs. And then another movie I saw, Spies in Disguise. Fucking Will turns back to normal at the half end of the movie, so it's not like he's the bird the whole goddamn time.
yeah, it's quite weird when you think
It's
about it, because like I love the movie, but it's also like 90% of the movie they're like frogs. They're not like
humans,
their regular selves.
so that way they could be like voiced by Asian people in China or white people in another. I don't know. I am. Oh, am I thinking too deep?
Maybe just a little bit.
All right, all right. I just want to enjoy a good movie, and that's what I got. Dr. Felicia was the best. Is he played by Keith David? Yes. Good man.
Yeah, really good, really good.
Yes. And I'm really happy then Spies in Disguise is a lot more than just some cliche movie. Like, there's on-screen deaths, there's K-pop references, fucking... There's an actual amazing climax action scene where it's not the bird. It's like Will Smith and pals fighting, and it just... I don't know, and it's got like a really good moral about war and peace. I don't know, it just surprised me is all. And I'm glad it did.
That's good. That's good shit.
Yes. Blue Sky needs to make more original movies where they just have fun.
Blue Sky's kind of underrated, low
They
key.
are. Peanuts is not just the only good movie that they have, which is a great movie, but I kind of liked Epic. It was pretty cool.
A lot of people don't remember fucking Epic and like Strange Magic, but those were movies that like came out.
At the same year.
Was it the
It
same
was
year?
the same year.
God, even I didn't remember
Yeah,
that.
but Epic was better than Strange Magic because fucking I don't know. Strange Magic was like Movies like Igor and Happily Never After, where they kind of bank on the whole, hey, this is a twist of storytelling. Wow, they kind of just bank off of that. Like, oh wow, is this a thing? I don't know. It just sounds so undedicated to what what narrative they have.
Yeah, I feel
But
you.
I can't help it. Happily Never After was a childhood movie, and honestly, there is some good stuff in there. It's been forever since I watched. It's been forever since I
There are a lot
watched
of
that.
things
And
that
Hoodwinked. Hoodwinked was good.
uh, it's funny because I was about to say Hoodwink. I was directly thinking about
In
Hoodwinked.
fact,
Like a lot of
there
people.
was a guy at
Uh,
MomoCon who asked Patrick Warburton about Hoodwinked at this panel he had, and it turns out that movie was an indie movie that apparently the production was hell. Like barely anyone was paid the right payment during production.
that fucking
Yeah, and the movie
sucks.
was pretty good though, and it was interesting that Patrick Warburton remembered that movie. I was gonna,
That
yeah,
that
I was gonna
sucks.
have him sign a picture I drew of Joe Swanson as Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, but $20 for a signature, no thank you.
I'm gonna need you to send me that off the air.
Okay, God, it's in one of my thousands of sketchbooks I have in my closet, but if I ever find it, I'll definitely let you know. I also
Thanks
drew
for that.
Wario, and I was
Thank
gonna
you.
have Charles Martinet sign it, but again, $20. But honestly, it would have been worth it more to have him sign it because it's Charles
Yeah,
Martinet.
that's the one thing I definitely don't kind of like shit on people for like paying for like or like charging for like autographs and shit. But like if I would have ever like be doing like a signing or
Hmm.
whatever, I probably just wouldn't charge people. At least me right now, I just kind of wouldn't want to charge
Yeah,
people because like I understand like the model behind like it's a business and whatnot. I understand it, but at the same time, I just kind of can't really justify me charging people to get a signature from me or to talk, to me and whatnot.
yeah,
I could never like hold talking to me or getting something from me behind a paywall. It's just not really
yeah.
me.
What is this Patreon?
Yeah,
Donate to
right. Like
Veridisjoe Patreon, and you'll get free kisses.
you get all the head pats and head kisses and all the nice things and my
You'll be
appreciation and
tossed
undying
around
love
like a
and
gay
support.
beanie baby.
Yeah, exactly. I'll throw you up in the air and like we'll frolic
You ever
in
been to MomoCon?
the never. This year was gonna be the
Yeah,
first.
y'all were
It
gonna
was
have a
gonna be the
black cartoon
first.
community panel.
No, literally,
Ah!
like it was gonna be a fucking movie, and then like Rona was like, no.
How long do you think this virus is gonna last?
I mean, I think that if we have a good few months of like people chilling the fuck
Mhm.
out, that maybe by maybe like March of like next year we'll be like 100%
I
good.
rem
That's at least what I hope
I
to believe.
remember hearing that the UK is doing everything in their fucking power to get this vaccine gotten off. In fact, fucking the fucking health organization is definitely cracking down. And I also heard that Russia apparently has a vaccine that they're testing, but I have a hard time trusting Vlad the Impaler. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I could see
And
why.
another thing
Most
that's great about
definitely.
living in America is that you are able to say that it stinks and you won't get shot and you won't get arrested for it.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah,
why. Most
freedom of
definitely.
speech and shit like that. Like you can have protests. We can speak our minds, and that's why it's important that everyone should vote because it's great because it's
Yeah.
voting season right now, and you gotta vote.
What I definitely hate more about people who don't
Uh huh.
vote, some people who don't vote, because like there are a lot of things that, like I personally like don't vote on because some things I am not knowledgeable about. But some things that I hate, well, where some a person won't vote, but then they'll also complain about politics, and it's
Uh,
like, or they'll complain about the way that the country is, and it's like literally you as a one person, your opinion or like your opinion definitely matters like on the
mm-hmm.
polls, like everything is important. So I kind of find it really confusing when those same people who complain about everything, when it's time to actually like put your money where your mouth is, they don't do anything, like they don't
You
vote.
know, there's a College Humor made a video where it's an ad campaign for that one friend that doesn't vote.
How'd it go?
No, no,
I
it was
haven't
a
seen.
fucking video that was really funny because like The ad campaign is like just this guy talking about how the government like hates us and wants us to suck their dick, or just he just kept on doing dick jokes in that one. And he's like, vote for your friend who doesn't actually vote and care about the government because he knows what the people want.
Right? He knows everything, even though he doesn't care about anything.
It's funny seeing those types of people actually get a platform because it's like, free weed, you know?
Yeah.
I want to see Dan become president in Dan Versus.
He's like the ideal person I'd see as like a leader. I gravitate towards him.
Is he an idiot that you have a crush on, or would you never?
He's an idiot that like I would see as like I would see as like a an older uncle, if that makes sense. Like a cool uncle.
Oh, like an actually cool uncle. Whew, I thought you meant like.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Dan is legitimately the person that does not give a shit, and even in ways where it's like I don't care who you are, I'm going to beat you up. Like he beats up everyone equally.
Yeah, prejudice, equality. Everyone gets shit.
Yeah, I think this is the perfect time to let everyone else ask a question. So hey, in the fucking podcast thing where everyone's listening, if you have a question, raise your freaking hand and ask. All right.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, there's not many people here, so it's gonna be nice. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Sorry Dust, because she's been like he or she.
Yeah.
She has you been talking about her a lot. Sorry, hello. You're on the mic.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Your art is rad. Please follow. Everyone,
Hi.
please follow her.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
I have a question for Veridisjoe.
Mhm.
And my question would be, what motivates you to continue doing what you're doing? Like, is it just your friends and family? Like, is there something specific that just keeps you going, or?
I'd have to say definitely. My motivation comes from my friends and family. Mostly specifically from friends. The kind of me seeing them being successful and seeing like my friends having the passion and drive to kind of want to like be their best self. That kind of motivates me because I'm the type of person kind of like I want the whole squad to win, type of shit. So like, if I see my boys like winning, if I see my homies winning, like I want to win with them.
Are you winning, son?
Yeah, like we got to be winning.
Mhm.
That's kind of my whole thing. I'm definitely driven by the passion and success of the people around
Yeah,
me.
that's the best. I am motivated by seeing people not talk about stuff I want to talk about, so I'm going to talk about it anyway.
Yeah, I feel that as well.
Yeah.
I feel that as well. I'm also definitely motivated by making certain wanting to make certain people proud. Like I definitely I know that not everybody kind of wants to make people proud. 'Cause you don't have to, definitely not. But sometimes like if there are people that have inspired me in life that I'm like very grateful to or appreciative to, I want to be like, hey, look at what your kind words have done to me. Look where you have gotten me to.
All right. Also, Rev wants to know if you have any guilty pleasures in movies or games.
See, guilty pleasures in movies or games.
Does Guilty Gear count? I'm kidding. I'm not.
I have I have an obscure very guilty pleasure. So it's funny because before the show we were talking about I was telling you how I resonate with your kind of the fact that you like have an quote unquote obscure anime that you like that not many people know about. And there's this anime I like that not many people know about, except for actually Kevin Williams, Awestruck Vox of the Roundtable. He knows about it. I didn't know. I was so happy when I found out. We fucking talked about it.
What is it?
It's the anime is called Tenchi Muyo. Really good anime. One of the classic kind of harem animes.
Wait a minute,
it's like
that
action,
anime is
space opera.
obscure?
It's obscure as in more people nowadays don't know anything about it. And if you think about it, it is really hard to get into because like the modern OVAs and whatnot are all on like Jiraiyan history, like fucking things that that you would have to know prior to. But specifically in that show, I mean in that franchise, there's one spinoff that's called Tenchi Muyo GXP. Ostrich Vox, Kevin, he does not like that. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it at all. But I love it, and I love the dub. And the dub is actually really, really fucking bad.
Mm.
Like it's really bad, but I love it a lot. I don't know what it is.
The white-haired girl voiced by a middle-aged woman kind of bad?
No. So, well, back at that time, they switched the voice actor. I think actually, I didn't like it. But fun fact, kind of, sort. I guess I guess kind of a fact. I wouldn't really consider it a fact. But her the white haired, teal haired girl name is Ryoko.
Yeah, Ryoko.
She looks and sounds like that older woman from the Owl House. She sounds just like her. Like if you go to like any other like old fucking like episode of like Tenchi Muyo, like any what a voice actors didn't change, they pretty much have the kind of the same voice, like the same type of voice. So it's like
as if I couldn't love that foxy grandma even more.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it. Silly Rally slaps Bill O'Reilly in the face has a question.
Yes, sir.
Yo,
hey,
hello.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, he knows it. Yo, you know it. You are a fan. Holy shit. Yo, that means a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
King of... hello, what's up?
Anyway.
So, my question for Joe. Are you ready for November, baby?
Yes, sir.
We got something planned. I
gotta give y'all a little sneak, I guess, information on it. A little sneak peek of information.
Okay.
Me and the homie Silly Rally, we've been cooking up a video idea for the longest.
Longest time.
I won't say what the idea is yet. But just know it's a pretty good typical analytical thing you get from me. But me and Riley, we're like a fucking duel, like Thundercat. We
pretty much are.
Yeah.
So like that video is gonna be a fucking banger. I just want to let everybody know.
It simply is. But
I just want to say that
we just be hype.
Man, Silly
November,
Rally, I've watched
hype.
some of your videos and I really liked them. And for some reason, when I first met you, the only thing that always pops in my mind is when my friend Teddy says you sound like Zuko.
Zuko? Yeah.
Like, Joe, does he sound like Zuko or Dante Bosco?
On the on the stream, I remember when I was streaming the Fall Guys with them, the whole chat, they were like, "Oh, he does kind of sound like Zuko."
Yeah, like I don't know why, but I guess I sound like Zuko.
Say that's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
Oh my god.
You do.
That's fucking wild. Anyway, so
yeah.
I'll have a video coming up. I'm excited to see.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna get someone else to question. Now I'm gonna have y'all muted and
bye.
And shout out to D-Dub Man who was in the chat. Who's in the chat right now? That little bitch.
Yeah, he said in all caps, "Fuck this nigga."
You better get in here.
We can feel the love from here.
Or else I'm gonna take my wife back. Anyway, up next, Smeef. He has a question.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Hey, what's up, Smeef? What's up, Smeef?
Hey, Joe, you know the vibes.
Yes, sir.
You know what, Trent? I just want to say, from one podcaster to another, your podcasting skills is like top tier.
Fuck, I'm flattered. Thanks.
I can agree.
Aww.
It is on par with a lot of like modern day podcasts, and I like it. I like your. Can we get real here?
I was just about to ask if I could join your podcast.
Potentially,
yeah.
But I have a long waiting list because Joe and them are going to be on in like fucking months.
And if I am on your podcast, then I am going to draw you with my OC that a friend of yours compared you to.
You know what?
I have an original character.
I might just have to consider that. But my question to you, Joe, is: can I get not safe for work on here?
That's a question you gotta ask Trent.
What? You wanna?
Can I ask a not safe for work question?
What are you gonna ERP?
No. It's just a hypothetical that I need to give Joe.
How not safe for work is it?
It's pretty not safe for work.
Is it like?
But it's just a hypothetical.
Is it like sex?
Yes, it is sex.
Sure, why not?
Okay, say you were an inch inside your mom and your dad.
We're gonna get to Shade X after you, okay? Thanks for your beautiful question.
Love you,
Speak.
Trent. Love you,
Love you
Trent.
too, man. Bye. All right, so Shade, you're up.
Okay, I have a question. What are Joe, and I guess Trent, what are your opinions on the whole trend of people just going after a show? Like, have any of you seen Magical Girl Friendship
I've
Squad?
only saw like the first episode or clips of the first episode, and it looks. I prefer panty and stocking, but I am kind of tired of everyone going after a single show that nobody would have usually cared about just because someone else talked about it.
I gotta say, I definitely hate the hate train that people have, and like a giant hate bone that people have for specific like kind of show, like of like the month or like of the season. Because typically a lot of people that talk about this shit haven't even seen it, and they'll just be like, "It's bad, it's shit, whatever." And like you could disagree or fucking not like some shit like at all. You could, I mean, you could fucking do that. Like it really doesn't matter. Like people have opinions, but at the same time, don't make a whole generalization or like a whole assumption about something you know nothing about. Like, um, I would say like have a healthy dislike for a show rather than like blind belligerent rage for this thing, and like you feel like the people that made it should die, and they need fucking divine retribution and cleansing for the monstrosity. Like, no, nigga, like just chill
You know
out.
what's
Like, either you like it or you don't.
bullshit?
You know what really grinds my gears?
When people assume that a show like Magical Girl embodies everything about American media as like this liberal, woke, whatever, and it just, like, there's a lot more to media than just a single show that everyone will forget about in a week, okay? I
Yeah.
miss panty and
Yeah.
stocking,
Yeah,
that being said.
Yeah, there's like people are making a big deal out of it, I think. Like I think the show's okay, like
They're making a mountain
but
out
people
of
are
it.
acting like it's the worst show like ever.
Listen,
when-
animation died when Teen Titans Go came out, animation died when the Emoji Movie came out, and animation died when Ren and Stimpy came out, and animation died when, Looney Tunes came out. Like, animation dies and comes back again like fucking Ra. You know that sun god? He dies and he comes back from the dead.
You know, some people they're just like, nope, it was fucking not good after my thing. Nope, monstrosity. Nope, fucking everything's all
I
reboots.
still
Nope,
think,
everything's not
with
good.
that being said, I still think that the redhead girl's kind of hot. Not gonna lie.
I like the redhead girl.
Yeah.
I like her. I fucking I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a fan of how it looks, but I like how the style looks. I don't know. I like how it looks. I'm gonna
Is there a
watch
girl
it.
with a fat ass?
It's
I think
him!
the black girl got a fat ass. Actually.
Yeah, like,
I think
yeah,
she
that's
do.
why I'm hesitant. That's
Yeah.
why I'm hesitant to call the show woke, because it has girls being horny, and I thought woke people hated that.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
But you know what? Everyone has different standards, and narratives are so different from ear to ear from what you hear, so I'm not gonna take the internet seriously, man. But, yeah, Magical Girl looks like a poopy show. I'd rather watch Science starring Cree Summers. That's a fun show. It's another sci-fi original. Yeah.
I personally I think that I got better at absorbing media when I stopped blindly allowing other people's opinions to rule mine, because it's even worse when like a creator does it. Well, like they'll act like blank show is the worst thing ever, because like I get it, like it gets views, but at the same time like fucking I can never imagine having enough energy to hate on one thing like so like vociferously for no
People
reason
out
when
here-
it doesn't warrant the hate.
People really out here
But
trying
that's
to
how it
rush to
is.
see what is the worst and what's the best thing ever. There's no nuance. Like I said, you barely see any games like Battle for Bikini Bottom. It's got to be the best thing ever or the worst thing ever.
It's got to be a fucking magnum opus, or it's just a dumpster fire. It's got to be a fucking.
If everything is a dumpster fire, then
that
nothing
thing.
is. It's gonna be really smelly if everything is a dumpster fire, man.
Anyway,
And besides, nothing is as bad as 2016 Berserk. Let's just be real.
Fucking people hate that shit.
And it's like,
so much.
and it's like, I can speak from experience from seeing it. Holy shit. I'm not gonna give crap to the people because it's literally made by inexperienced animators that were rushed in a very shitty industry. But fuck. Like, I don't think that anyone can really stoop that low, man. Anyway, I'm gonna mute Shade, and thanks for your question.
wait, I have one last thing to say. Yeah, I feel like that show isn't gonna get a second season because of the backlash. Because I noticed Sci-Fi's been like deleting episodes and stuff.
Really? So you can cancel a show from popular demand?
Yeah, basically, like Sci-Fi was doing this Adult Swim type thing, which I find interesting, but like it's gonna crash and burn, which is unfortunate because I want more adult animation.
Man,
Anyway, yeah, you can mute me now.
you're very welcome. And with that being said, I want Gendy Tartakovsky to make a Berserk show. That would be amazing. Anyway.
That would
Nah,
actually-
man, watch Primal instead.
Primal is good. And D-Dub, you stay unmute because I want to have a word with you.
Oh, Lord.
D-Dub did nothing
You
wrong.
took my wife. Okay? I want her back.
Shit. Man, you make it sound like you needed her. You're gay, man. Get out of
No,
here.
I need. So, do you have anything else to say to Joe Boy here? Because since you
Who
love
the
to...
fuck is Joe?
Joe Mama, now get
Nigga,
over
what-
here.
Man, I fucking hate you. Yo, Joe, where would you be without D-Dub?
I'd be nowhere. I remember fucking you could look at his fucking Review Life 2019 video and his Review Life 2018 video for a first reference of how he saw me. He was like, look, this is Veridisjoe, the saddest black man I've ever met. And it was because fucking I was like sad as shit, grilling myself on the timeline all fucking time. And what he would do he would fucking respond with little stupid ass fucking memes and reaction images, and those shits would always like make me laugh. And I gotta say, I got in a way better place because of his dumb fucking head assery. As much as I fucking pick with him, like he's like an older brother.
Yeah.
I fucking just realized you're still here. Shut up.
Yeah.
Leave me
Hey,
alone.
D-Dub, before you go, I want to ask, are you black?
I ain't going nowhere. Nah, not even close. I'm like fucking shit. What's the closest thing to black, but it ain't?
Hispanic?
Wait a minute. Let me. Nah, man, that's racist. You're a racist man.
It was like I told you. It's like I told you earlier today. Cuban's basically black.
Shut up, nah, man. I don't like the Cubanos,
He's
man.
Filipino.
You hear that, Riley? He don't like you.
Filip-
He
Nah,
don't
I
like
love
you.
Riley.
Go, Rally.
But Trent, you should have seen Veridisjoe fucking like 4 years ago, man. He used to tweet stuff like, "Man, high school's hard. I'm about to kill myself," and now I post like a fucking like shitty. Yeah, nah, man. But I was there. Yeah, I was there, bro.
Yeah.
Man, he was like, "Man, high school, man. This test got me in my emotions, man. I'm about to
Listen,
cry."
It's high school,
Listen,
D-Dub.
bro.
What'd you expect? What were you like in high
Bro,
school?
he was like, "High school sucks," and I was like, "Bro, man, if this nigga don't, man, let me go ahead and post the funniest image in my fucking phone real quick."
You fucking post like some like
Dub, what were you like in high school?
Bro, I was
Yeah,
I was acting up. Like I was a
Yeah,
big
all
ass
hoes.
class clown, and like I used to bully like people who didn't have no fit, and it was like really bad because like
Yo, who the
They-
fuck was you bullying?
you can bully kids who like show up in like the same like hoodie or the same t-shirt. It's like the easiest grab. So like
That's true.
if,
That's true.
if
I have
you see
one
people
friend
are like,
literally
"Bro,
wears
you wore that
shit."
shit yesterday, bro. Don't come here overacting like
No,
you."
that's true. That's true.
But nah, like,
I had
that-
one friend
yeah.
who did that shit.
Basically, I
we
just
were
picked on the
some
people who are like intentionally disgusting because they didn't care about like how they went out. And I was like, "Oh nah, bro, nah, like this is easy energy. Let me go ahead and like make
Oh,
fun
Dub,
of this guy."
so you're no different than you are now.
I make fun of everybody now. Yeah,
But you
that's
do
pretty
it,
much
but you
true.
do it for like tough love, because if it wasn't for you telling me that I'm a lazy guy that never gets to work on any of his ideas, I never would have actually gotten to work on my ideas.
Shit, it's the same thing happened with Joe. Fucking, I'm the best in the world. I did the same thing to Toon. I'm the leader of the community.
I'm holding myself from saying that until you give me back my wife.
Nah, man, you know what? You guys enjoy your podcast. I'm a sniff your wife real quick.
Okay.
I think he went to go sniff your wife.
Hey Joe, you taken?
You know? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I
Actually,
am.
you're right. I'm taken too. I've been flirting with way too many people. So.
Oh
with the-
yeah. See, I'm married to the bag.
What bag?
The bag of money. Like, you know, the bag. Like, chase the
Is
bag.
it really a bag of money, or is it like a bag of
Fucking Riley's laughing in the chat.
yeah. Hey, Dylan, you want a question? Oh, Miles, you want a question? Because, we got, like, more people. All right, Miles, Miles, what's your question?
All right. So first off, hey Joe, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Miles? I'm cool. And how about you?
I'm doing fine, man. I have. Can I do 2 questions or one? Just one. Trent.
I'm fine with doing two. I don't care.
Go ahead.
All right. like one. Other than D-Dub Man, God himself, what inspired you to do YouTube? Like,
fucking. In general, from young, I was always a pretty performative kid, kind of. Like, I would always be like, I would always be really into like performing like in like school plays and shit, and like just grabbing the attention from people and whatnot, just having them be able to hear what I want to say. And so like that also applied to me doing high school theater and whatnot. But I essentially applied that whole performative attitude that whole I've applied that whole performative attitude when it comes to like those type of things into like YouTube, because I was like, oh, I want to reach a wider audience and express my opinions to people who may care about them that are like-minded. Because my whole thing that I want, or my whole end goal from YouTube is like essentially like building a community of like-minded people, no matter that's like 2 subscribers, 2,200,000, like as long as I have a good amount of people I can talk to about the things that I like, and then I can like gush about my special interests towards. That's like, I guess that's pretty much what inspired me to do YouTube.
all right, yeah, same. I want to like on my YouTube channel. I want to, when I graduate, I would just want to like make a whole, not a brand, but just like a community or something like that. I don't want to be boxed in as this one cartoon community, or like one cartoon reviewer.
I say that because you're making,
for sure.
I say that because you're making friends with community people. You're already halfway there.
Yeah, I'd say definitely. I'd say definitely that you're probably leagues above where I was at when I was at your size. Because a few years ago, it was kind of really hard to talk to people and like get around, because it's certainly easier to build like your like brand and like your like your name when you like make friends with people that like want to put you in videos that you'll be friends with or that you'll talk to, and you just kind of be involved with due to you being friends with them. And that kind of gets you out of like a little bubble as well, because while you may be friends with people in the cartoon community, some of those people may like video games, or they may like anime, and then you guys can make videos on special interests, such as me, Chilixion, D'Angelo, LBM, who fuck else? Cash. We love fucking Power Rangers, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, any tokusatsu thing. And that's not cartoon related, but that's a thing that we all like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I have another question. What's your favorite album, if you have one? Like,
I know it probably brings it back 180 to earlier, but my favorite album is the Discovery album from Daft Punk. It means a lot to me in a weird way, which is also for a lot of people, like I answered earlier, it is where my name comes from, the first part of my name.
Yeah, I need to listen to that.
I recommend definitely, especially it comes to the that movie. I mean that album was made with a movie animated anime movie towards it too.
Yes.
I recommend.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Seller 99999. Yes. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
All right. That's it from me. Thanks, Joey, man.
All right.
Yeah, no, thanks for asking. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Here, and I guess this is kind of the end of the podcast, unless one more guy has a question. If not, then I guess we can. Oh, fucking Smeef. What do you want?
I have legitimate one more question.
Is it not safe for work again?
No, it's completely safe for work. It's completely safe for work.
All right.
Listen, Joe, I'm gonna just say this. No dissing you, but I almost use your merch as a.
Yeah.
I'm tired, man. I'm fucking tired.
Dude, I kind of feel flattered.
I am not, man. I'm gonna have to censor this shit when I'm done.
All Smeef segment just fucking bleeped out.
No, not the entire thing. I want to censor like certain things so that people can like imply what's going on.
No, I get you.
Also, Dylan's got a question. What's your favorite part of video making for both of us? You go first.
Okay, I definitely say my favorite part of video making is seeing everything come together at the end.
Yes.
Like seeing, like you when you have that kind of it's all coming together, type of
Yes.
moment. Like after like, the montages and the narration and uh all the things that you see that alone feel kind of disconjointed, but when they come together, it's like, damn, like this a banger.
Mhm.
That's what I like the most.
Man.
And you, Trent?
My favorite part is definitely that, and I love like certain gags I write in, and then I play the gags out, and it's like, God, this is funny. My favorite gag in Owl House had to be when I said it's like Harry Potter, only good, and then I played the part where this Harry Potter fan was going, "No, you bitch!" You know that spoiler video where the guy spoils Harry Potter for everyone?
Yeah, he's like, no,
bitch!
you bitch!
I love
You
that, where it's like
bitch!
small references to really obscure shit that relate somewhat to my joke. Like, that shit I love putting in my videos, and I love putting it in there, because it's just like, man, someone did that, man. I love references to obscure shit and old shit that trigger my nostalgia. And that's what I want to do.
Yeah, I feel that as well. I do that. I feel that as
Man,
well.
you should definitely
do
do
feel
that more in your videos, where it's like, you reference like a soundbite from an old-ass video.
Yeah, I've been definitely trying to find more smaller entertaining things to put in the videos. Fucking a lot of fucking funny things I'll put in fucking come from just me and Rowley just shooting the shit and like looking at funny ass videos, and then I'll be like, well, that's saved. That's gonna be going in the video.
Shit, now I want to get
Or
into
like
like conversations with you two, because you legitimately
not a
sound-
bar.
not a bar.
There is this video. It's like not a bar, no bars, and it's like you put that when some nigga say something stupid.
It's not
'cause there are no
proper
bars.
piece of etiquette.
No bars.
Man, I got so many videos that I want to show everyone else that no one's ever seen, because goddamn, they're funny.
I feel
You know
that
what?
there's a lot of old content I have that I want to show.
I'm gonna bite the bullet,
for
because
fun.
D-Dub wants Benji to ask Joe a question about his nutsack. So here you go.
I am not fucking doing that.
Okay, sorry. I think with that, I guess we could end it.
Damn, nobody wants to know about my nutsack. Sad day.
Aw, I mean, there's more to life than sex, Joe.
That's true. Smeef has tiny balls, by the way. But yeah.
Smeef is made of beef. Why else is he called Smeef? Like,
Yeah, why you called Smeef?
Your name is so funny. In fact, you know what? Smeef. Why are you called Smeef?
Fuck you, Joe, you stupid bitch.
Okay, he's not gonna answer. Not gonna cooperate. Oh no, I'm called Trent because I'm named after Trent Reznor. Joe, are you named after Joe Capone?
Yeah.
Going back to the Italian mafia.
Totally.
Joey Bag of Donuts.
Yeah, exactly. I have a question. Where did Onemanshowoff come from?
I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. I think I was just saying one man show, and then I thought of just show off, and then one man show off, and it just happened. The name I came up with was really uneventful, but I loved it so much that I kept it.
I like it though. I like it a lot.
Thank you. It's so me, man, because
it's original.
Yeah, exactly. I love it for that. Like, everyone is like, oh, the Sellout Club or the Squad or, I don't know, Silly Rally is like an original name. Even Smeef and even Review Life, who left this chat because he's a bitch who smells my wife.
Review your life. What this nigga reviewing? He ain't reviewing shit.
Reviewing anything. I mean, in fact, he's not going to review everything because he's going to... never mind, I'm not going to... Well, he did say he was going to end his thing, right?
Yeah, he did. He said he was going to end this thing pretty soon, something like that.
Shout out to ShadeX who said review your wife.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, I think...
He reviews your wife.
Yeah, I think with that...
He's reviewing your wife right now,
yeah,
Trent.
He's giving her a 5 out of 10. I'd give her a 9 out of 10, but whatever. We're gonna fucking bounce, man. Thank you so much, Joe, for hopping on in with me, and I'm really happy with how this came out. And Smeef, I'm still really flattered that you think my voice is like very podcast worthy. You know, Smeef, you're on the air.
Oh, fuck. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken macaroni, chilling with my homie. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken macaroni, chilling with my homie.
Hey, I'm gonna make that the ending song to this podcast, okay?
Please.
I will. Just send me that song, Joe and Smeef, when you can.
I got you.
So, take care and stay salty, everybody.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Yay.